What's up, guys? This is James from Empirical Automation, and this is the EmpiricalVision tutorial video. In this video, we're going to outline how the software works. We're going to give you a first-hand view of the software being used, and then at the end, we're going to have a special promotional offer. So, let's get into it. Here's how EmpiricalVision works. It's fairly standard. You have a web camera. You put it in front of a repeated manufacturing or assembly process. You run our software, and then we are able to track and report the output of this process. And we're able to do this across a wide variety of tasks using our computer vision AI software. In particular, what you're going to do is record a short video of your repetitive process for calibration purposes. So this can be 10 repetitions of the task happening, about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on the task length. You're then going to load that video into EmpiricalVision and create an AI model. It's just clicking a button, very simple. We're going to show you that soon. And then you're going to be able to run this in real time. And when you run this in real time, you're going to be able to get real-time alerts for production outages. You're going to be able to get reports to track how everything's going at the end of the day, see kind of what's working, what's not, what the output is, what the latency is, what the throughput is. And also custom development. We help customers get what they need in terms of reporting and monitoring their production processes. So now I'm going to jump into the software and give you guys a short tutorial. So we have a simple interface here, and in particular, what we're going to do is learn to track this machine, which I've loaded a little video of. This is an egg tray machine used in food processing. And what you're going to see is that the machine, it's very repetitive. It's just interacting with another part of a machine to kind of move these egg trays along. I'm not going to get into too much detail. But you see the process and what's happening. It's quite repetitive, and it's happening over and over again. Now, this is a training video. So that task happened about 6 or 7 times. Let's actually load that into the software. So we just click a button. We just type in the name and the file path of the video, and we're going to load that short video into EmpiricalVision. Okay, there we go. Now, the next thing we have to do is create annotations. Now, creating annotations is basically just manual labeling of when the task starts and when the task ends. It's very simple. You click the annotation tool, it brings up the video. It's got some instructions there. So you're basically pushing a button, pushing S to signify the start of a task, and you're pushing S again to signify the end of the task. And we can also increase and decrease the frame rate. It starts very slow so you don't miss it. But basically all we're going to do is push S when the task starts, and we're going to push S when the task stops. And it's fairly arbitrary when this happens. What's most important is just getting a good rhythm. So the rhythm that I've been doing for this video is the start of the task is when the machine goes up like that. And the end of the task is when it goes down like that. Now, what's cool is that you don't need to get this super exact, as in you don't need to, hit S during the exact frame when the task starts or stops. You just need to get it approximately right. And so after that's done, we're going to load that annotation file that we just created into our program. And you'll see that the sub-video lengths, which are the lengths of each task that we just annotated, they're all very similar. And that's good. They don't have to be the same, but they should be within, let's say, 10% in length. Now what we're going to do is change some AI training parameters. We have a whole user manual for this, so don't worry if you don't follow along. But essentially there's batch size and training size. I just put in some standard settings of 12 and 800, and in my experience that was enough. So now we're training the model. I clicked train the model. It did a bunch of loading and preparing of buffers so we could do this quickly. And things you'll notice is that there's a bunch of output diagnostics. Again, you don't really need to understand this. It just showed the amount of time required. We had, I believe it was 240 seconds to start, so that's about 4 minutes to learn to track this task. So now I'm speeding it up. because we don't need to sit here for 4 minutes. And what you're going to see, if you want to pay attention, is this loss score is going to go down. So basically, as this number gets smaller and smaller, the software is better learning to track your task more and more accurately. Okay, great. So we finished. We got some good scores. Again, there'll be a whole user manual to explain this more. Just want to show a quick tutorial. Now what we're going to do is we're going to load a longer video of that egg tray machine. So we built our model by training on a short 6 or 7 examples. It was about a minute-long clip. Let me just get the right video here. Now we're going to test it on a longer video clip of that machine, going for about 2 minutes or so. All right, so we're loading the video. We just do everything by direct file path, very easy to use, very intuitive. And now we're going to test it in real time. And you're going to see 3 windows pop up. You're going to see the activity score. You're going to see the actual video. This is the longer form video that we're testing. And then that weird looking one on the bottom is just a visualization of what the AI software is looking at, which are just buffers of the video in time, downsampled in space and in time. So as you're seeing, we're tracking these tasks pretty well. So we've completed 2 tasks, 3 tasks, and in general, if you look at the activity score, these are very smooth curves. They're passing the threshold value and then going back to 0 when nothing's happening. So I would say we've trained our model pretty well. And as you saw, this training and testing process, it's very short. This video has been about 7 minutes so far. And aside from the sped up part of the 4-minute training, we're essentially tracking our manufacturing process and testing feasibility within 10 minutes. So that's very exciting. And we're also proving generalization, as in we trained on about 5 or 6 tasks, and now we're recognizing tasks in a much longer video context. So our model is able to see things that it hasn't seen, although it should be able to track this pretty easily, because if everything is working well, then the task will look the same from repetition to repetition. Now, this particular client video that we're looking at here, they sent us a testing video just on a smartphone camera. So that's why you see a bit of shaking. But if you hold it steady enough, like our software is able to, it's able to learn how to track small variations and whatnot. In practice, obviously, you're going to be running a stationary webcam in front of your machine. So that worked pretty well for this example. Now, I want to present you a special offer. Basically, I want to give you the opportunity to see if empirical vision can work for you. So here's how it works. I want you to send us a short sample video of a process that you want to track. We're going to calibrate and test empirical vision just like we did in this video, and we're going to send you back the results. So very simple 3-step process. Number 1, you're going to record a training video of about 10 task repetitions. So ours was about 6 or so, but let's do 10 just to be safe. Then you're going to record a longer testing video for about 20 tasks or more. You're going to send us these videos. We're going to train on the training video. We're going to test on the testing video. And we're going to send you back the results to see if our software can track it. Now, this costs a little bit of money just to let us do the service for you, but we will give you your money back if we can't track it. So check it out below on our website, and feel free to email us at info@empiricalautomation.com. Thank you.